Should we pursue a job, a career, or a calling?
Well, you got to understand that we'll spend over 90,000 hours in our life working. And that's more time you'll spend with your spouse, with your kids, and even at church. So you asked a good question. Should we spend those hours on a job, on a career, or a calling? First, let's break down what they mean. A job is what you have to do. It's about survival. You clock in, you clock out. You collect a paycheck. You live for the weekend. It pays the bills, but it rarely fills your soul. Now, a career is what you're trained to do. It's based on what you majored in, what you're good at, or what pays well. A career can bring you status and success, but not always significance. You see, most people stop right there. They climb the ladder, they retire comfortably, and they call it a life. But I think there's more, and here it is. A calling is what you were born to do. It's deeper. It's divine. In fact, the word vocation comes from the Latin word vocare, which means to call. So a calling comes from God, not just from your resume. It's not something you chase, it's something that chases you. Look at Peter in Luke chapter 5. Jesus told him, from now on, you'll fish for people. So Peter dropped his nets, he dropped his career, and he followed his calling. But here's what's interesting. Peter didn't quit fishing. God just changed what kind of fish he would be catching. Peter, the former fisherman, became a preacher, a church leader, and he eventually gave his life for the gospel. He was martyred. And you don't die for a job. You don't die for a career, but you will lay down your life for a calling. I know that feeling. After 25 years as an investment advisor, God called me out of the financial industry into full-time pastoral ministry. And I must say that pastoring was my ultimate call because it's been the most fulfilling work I've ever done. But here's the bottom line. Jobs pay the bills, careers build resumes, but a calling changes lives, starting with your own. So don't spend 90,000 hours doing what you have to do. Spend your life doing what you were born to do.